Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is SaulApeMan, and today I'm celebrating something special. Thank you for over 100 subs on YouTube. I really appreciate it, and I prepared something special from this occasion. I wanted to organize a little bit of my content in a clear form, and having a goal of 100 subs really helps with motivating me to do that. So as you can see on the screen, we have a table with links. Every link is a link to my YouTube video, and it's basically a replay cast of, let's say, meta game between some pro players. And if you want to learn how to play undead, for examples, you can check out two different casts. So you have Lich Mass Necros versus Human, Criplord Expo Fiend Statue versus Human, and so on. And my goal is basically that I'm going to fill this table. It will take me some time, but today I welcome you into the game between Kaho and Starbucks. So let's go to the replay. And thank you again for 100 subs. On last refuge, usually you can expect that your opponent human is going to either creep Mercamp or expand quite quickly, because expansion is easy for human on this map, and also the creep camp that you are going to creep as Night Elf is a little bit, in a remote position, is far away from the human expansion. So we need to be very, very good at scouting. And in this matchup, Night Elf almost always goes, maybe not always, okay. Demon Hunter is playable and Keeper is playable as well. Of course, some maps are more Keeper friendly than others, for example, Autumn Leaves and Tide Hunters, because you then play expansion versus expansion strategy. But I decided to cast this replay because it's going to be one base Night Elf with non-stop pressure versus human that expanded. And Starbuck is really, really good recently. He qualified to Raraland, by the way, among Happy and Dice. He's like a European team, basically. So he's definitely very, very strong recently, and let's see how Mr. Kaho is going to approach the matchup. As we can see, Scout is going already, and even Second Whips is getting into position, but of course we need to creep something, because Ancient of War creeping is just too good. And as I said, human can expand, human can creep the Mercamp. Scout from Mr. Starbuck, I think, is a habit from 4v4. It's a very good habit. Basically, you make your third farm a little bit in front, so you have access to more vision. But let's focus on the Night Elf point of view. So we are ready. Creeping, remember, of course, to not deny the big creep. And Demon Hunter just got the item and is running straight away, ladies and gentlemen. Shop to be cancelled because this trick to get one more Wisp. And Wisp confirms that expansion is on the way, at least the attempt. So we skill Immolation, and Demon Hunter is going to dive into Militia. Okay, Wisp is here, getting ready maybe to detonate some water elementals. Fight for the light, last hits. Okay. Okay, Demon Hunter, remember, Archer finished the creeping, so Demon Hunter will get level 2 quite soon, and level 2 is good because of evasion, but look, Starbuck is blocking Demon Hunter to deny level 2 from Mr. Kaho. Very, very good play. And even Starbuck denied his worker, and evasion is a very, very passive, very, very good passive. Okay, this detonation drained a lot of mana and injured two water elementals, but was not good enough, basically, to give level 2 experience to Starbuck. And look, Starbuck is already moving. Mr. Kaho is already moving his archer into expansion position, because this Demon Hunter is going to use the power of Moonwells. Look, already he has 3 Moonwells, he's making archers, and he's almost full mana, full HP. And look, expansion is on the way. There is a good opportunity now to visit the shop, because there are some items available there. Let's see what he will buy. Just Staff of Teleportation, because he wants to be really quick. And The pressure continues. Can he cancel expansion? The problem is that your archers are very, very fragile. And I think he won't be able to cancel the expansion. Of course, immolation, someone called them immolation as well. So as we can see, Kaho almost wants to commit into canceling this, but he's not accomplishing much, so maybe just going for peasants would be better. And now he needs to run again. His staff of teleportation is all cooldown, so he just have to run. Hunter's Hall on the way. Ancient of War is already moving to the expansion position, and this level 1, the Merc position, and this level 1 on Demon Hunter is very, very painful. In your games, in my games, when human is not microing as good as Mr. Starbuck, you can basically kill something and get level 2, so don't worry about this. This is just an example how good Starbuck is recently. Very, very nice defense, and Ancient of War is helping a lot with creeping even a big camp like Mercenary Camp, and Kaho decided to buy 2 Mercs. Berserker for damage and Forest Troll Shadow Priest for healing, and maybe sometimes dispelling water elementals. And look, he was able to micro correctly his Ancient of War, because he will use this Ancient of War many times in this game just to help with the creeping. And he may get level 3 quite soon. Okay, Starbuck scouted. By the way, item round braces terrible versus human, like water elementals are not dealing magic damage and so on, so they're not dealing spell damage, but finally level 3 from Demon Hunter. And what is decision of Mr. Kaho? His tier 2 is done. He wants to go for lords before Naga. That is a good choice, because like Naga is like helps with the pressure, you know. So, and he was creeping, so there is no need to buy Naga straight away. And look, he's taking before acquiring the second hero, the Naga. And of course, human can be look, very good position by Starbuck. I mean, he basically won. Okay, and it's mana burn level 2, immolation level 1. He sold the round bracers. I do agree with this choice. And now army of Kaho is waiting in the base, but Starbuck decided to not dive deep, because he sees that Nightelf is in a good position, and time works for Mr. Starbuck, because he has the advantage. Footman to be denied on the creep camp. And what is the decision? Are we going to push expansion or creep? Creep, ladies and gentlemen, because tier 3 timing, our power spike, Nightelf power spike is with bears, right? And you may say, Saul, but let's make a lot of dryads. Okay, let's make a few dryads, but what we really need later is rejuvenation. Rejuvenation is very important. Okay, so we are getting into some levels, and Demon Hunter is creeping along Naga, because Naga on level 1 is good enough. Now Kaho is going to visit his base to use some moon juice, because there is no bears. And look, Ancient of War already in position. There was a long way for Ancient of War. He's moving without Nurture Blessing, so he's moving quite slowly, but still it was good enough. And this is interesting that Demon Hunter, I think, is going to try to dive. I don't know how much he can kill, but let's see. Of course, Arcane Tower is quite strong. And is it a good Sim City? I think it's a very good Sim City. I don't even know if Demon Hunter can enter here. I think it's a full wall off, but it's basically going to harass. Kaho is going to harass mass footman army. Okay, Naga is getting in position. Tier 3 is not done yet, and it's just dryads, ladies and gentlemen. It's just dryads, but there is a timing of towers from Mr. Starbuck amazing, and dryads have no chance versus towers, because piercing damage versus unarmored type from dryads, it's not enough firepower. But Kaho is thinking, okay, there are 3 towers here. Maybe I can accomplish something in the Starbuck main base. But look, already full wall of tier 2 on the way, and Starbuck is just moving across the map. By the way, Ancient of War is ready to help, and we have a staff of teleportation to get into defensive position.
Research finished.
And Demon Hunter close to the Moonwells is very, very strong, of course, and he got Orb of Venom. Now he's just draining mana. He's trying to sandwich Mr. Starbuck. And Starbuck is trying to surround, but the problem if you surround Demon Hunter with Rejuvenation, on top of that you don't have enough damage to kill him. So look how Rejuvenation works. And he's not even using Immolation because he doesn't want to drain more mana. So I would say that Starbuck bought himself some time. Starbuck needs time to produce a lot of units. And we have some Dispel in the Night Elf army. And now probably we'll see more and more bears. Remember about this amazing combination of Staff of Teleportation on your Demon Hunter and Staff of Preservation on the Naga, because it means that basically you can go very low HP, low mana with your Demon Hunter, staff him back, use the Moonwells, and staff back with Staff of Teleportation. There is a big fight here over the camp. Who got the item? Starbuck got the item, Scroll of the Beast. Very strong item for human, because human has a lot of supply now. On the top right we see 67 supply versus 50. And Night Elf has a natural Scroll of the Beast. There is only one bear, and I would say it's not looking good for Mr. Kaho, but remember, you have very, very efficient healing. You have access to Rejuvenation. You have access to Moonwells. You have higher hero levels. You have the orb. You invested a lot of in items. You know, it's very. You need to micro. You need to use your technological advantage with your micro. So I would say that in this moment it's not easy to micro because you need to kite a lot. You need to be very careful. And Starbuck launched the Scroll of the Beast, and look, staffing Demon Hunter into the base using the Moonwells. And is he going to staff back, or he's just going to run? Is he just going to run on foot? Okay. He decided to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I said double Staff of Preservation. Kaho wants to fight very, very efficiently. He wants to spend mana of units to restore HP and basically kill something. And even though Starbuck is mining much more, even though that Starbuck has a supply advantage, he can try. He can try to do so. And he's creeping. He's still creeping because he's getting ready. He decided to cancel one unit to stay below 50 foot. And now Starbuck is trying to contest the camp. So let's see how it will go. No Rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter, so he's in a little bit of a trouble. Moonwells are almost empty. Okay, now the Rejuvenation is online. But Starbuck is just creeping, stealing this important camp, stealing the item. And I would say it doesn't look too great. Doesn't look too great for Mr. Kaho, but remember, efficient healing, using of Moonwells, using the hero levels. He invested into double orb. Remember to turn off the Naga ability Frost Hour and just spam Fork Lightning on the rifles later. Another Rejuvenation coming. Remember that you need to rejuvenate HP over and over again, and then just morph the birth and get ready to fight. And look, pressure from Starbuck is real. He's pulling militia. And Kaho is just waiting to accumulate a lot of burst, because in hands of very skillful player like Mr. Kaho, this army can be very, very deadly. Very deadly and very efficient. From Polish players, I remember Mr. Robinson, the Polish Night Elf. He's very good at this efficient trading with Moonwells, with Rejuvenation. This is your advantage in this matchup. Use it right. And Kaho is using it. And even though Starbuck had a huge economical advantage, you know, in Warcraft 3, food is capped. So Kaho is getting into this high supply as well, which is important. 1/1 bears, 1/1 dryads, because they share the upgrades. And he's just waiting to accumulate more and more bears. And now, ladies and gentlemen, roar. Big fight ahead us. Dryads with some mana, Staff of Preservation. Remember to recycle your bears. Naga in trouble, Rejuvenation here, working. It's not that easy to micro that, and it looks very, very impressive to me, but now finally, Starbuck is connecting to all of those bears, but look, Heal Scroll has been used. Imba Hunter in the middle of everything. And look, double bears, they are just waiting to be rejuvenated later. This bear goes down because there is no another staff of sanctuary reju on the demon hunter, and cooldown went up. So basically, bear number 3 saved, and they are just waiting. They are just waiting for another rejuvenation. And basically, I think that Neither will start kiting back finally soon. Demon hunter in trouble. TP passed, but the good news, there are Moodwells and there are bears. He's going to unmorph every bears because healing bears in unmorph form is much more efficient. And look, ladies and gentlemen, look at this army. This is so efficient. But Starbuck is pushing. Starbuck is going in. He knows that bears wants to rejuvenate themselves. And even one bear dies, ladies and gentlemen. This is so unfortunate. They have not enough mana to rejuvenate, but now level 4-4, and remember, Orb is working. Orb is working over time. What is this base layout? This Archmage is trapped. This Archmage is trapped, or maybe not. Okay. It was a little bit weird pathing here. And look, bears are waiting to be rejuvenated. Starbuck is pushing, but look at the HP, look at the mana. And Starbuck decided, you may say so, but they have equal supply, and I would think it was not just a ladder game. Starbuck would try, but he saw that he's out of mana, he's out of HP. He has no like mass tower, and he just decided to leave and see. Let's see, guys, how many bears Mr. Kaho was able to save. That was an amazing like example how to play Night Elf in the late game. Basically, double staff of preservation, staff the bears, and wait to rejuvenate them later. So this game, Night Elf versus 1 base versus 2 base human. Very good human, Mr. Starbuck. Very nice game. And again, guys, thank you for 100 subs. And I'm going to record more content. I will try to do it every day. And I'm going to make this chart of every single POV in Warcraft 3, so you know what to play, basically, if you want to learn full. So that was SaulApeMan. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.